Today on the top table we have the head coach Zinedine Zidane and players Marcelo and Sergio Ramos. As for the previous conference, we will be using free simultaneous translation on 3 languages. So on your devices, 0 is for the original audio, number 1 for English, number 2 for Italian, number 3 for Spanish. Please, all the questions you ask in one of these 3 languages. Other questions won't be answered. So we will start with the questions for the players because we need to let them go and get ready for the training. Lady in the back.
Cristina Agullón de Real Madrid Televisión.
Real Madrid Television, a question for both. Both of you have won 14 titles with Real Madrid. After this history in your careers, what does the final tomorrow mean, and what would it mean to get your 2nd Champions Trophy consecutively? Good afternoon. I think that tomorrow we have an appointment with history and with ourselves. And we try to forget about our past history, the trophies that we've won in the past. Of course, we have to think that this is going to be like the first trophy that we're going to add to our CV. So we're extremely motivated, very excited. We want to defend our status as champions, and we are very excited about the possibility of having 2 consecutive trophies. Onda Madrid, Carlos Rodriguez. Live for Onda Madrid, a question for both players, Sergio and Marcelo, whoever wishes to respond. Dani Alves just said, and he said so by chance, Marcelo, you know Dani Alves very well, talking about the last final with Real Madrid and Juventus and that offside goal. You know what he's like. He tries to stir the pot a bit. Marcelo, Sergio, you know Dani Alves very well. What would you reply? What would you say to him? Well, this is a Champions League final. So it's quite possible that they're trying to stir up things a little bit, heat up things. But we're really focused on our job, on what we've come here to do. We know what we have to do. And so it doesn't affect us in the slightest. Anybody can say what they like. We're here to defend Real Madrid. We know and are aware of the history of Real Madrid. And tomorrow we're going to give our all on the pitch. Well, I have nothing further to add. Quite the contrary. Everybody can have their opinion, their view. We respect everyone. We respect our opponents. And tomorrow we will be there at 8:45. From Latin America, my question to both of you. What are your emotions right now after so much experience and so many battles? How are you feeling these last few hours? There's going to be heightened security. This is one of the smallest cities for a Champions League final. How are you feeling? Well, this is a very, very important game. And we have a very strong rival for us. It's another opportunity for us to go out there and show who we are, a great team. We're very solid. We've been very regular. We've been very good throughout the season. We've been very regular. And every time we have a chance to go out there to fight for a trophy, and when it's a Champions League final more so, we feel very motivated. This is a great stadium, and the best players in the world can go out there on the pitch and show their very best. So we're going to be extremely focused, very concentrated, so that we don't make any mistakes or as few mistakes as possible. I totally agree with Sergio. Hello, Sergio. Antonio Molina, Radio Nacional. 3 years ago, at the final in Lisbon, Real Madrid was about to lose, and at the very final minute, you scored that goal. And from then on, you went right up to the sky. And Madrid might win 3 trophies, Champions League trophies in 4 years. How do you feel about that? Had you ever thought about it? Had you ever envisaged that? No, well, really, we've had this opportunity. We've had a chance to try to win the Champions League final on a number of occasions, and we have to really give it a lot of importance. We feel very, very proud. We're enjoying every minute, and especially since Zidane came to our bench. But we're very aware of the historical opportunity that's being given to us by football. We're going to come here to play this next match for a final in the Champions League. It's a great opportunity. We never envisaged this. We never dreamt about it, but the figures are there, the stats are there, and we have this opportunity again to be able to win this match tomorrow, and we are going to do our best and do as much as we can to take the trophy home. Hello. On your left, a question for Sergio. I'm from The Guardian. Do you have the feeling that over the last two finals, the team was slightly reluctant, reticent? You hadn't won the Spanish Liga and you won the Champions League final. So at this point, you've won the La Liga. Do you have that same feeling now? You're doing very, very well. Before, you came to the finals and the Champions League final, and you had that reluctance. But now, do you feel extra confident? Well, I think that in every final, both teams go out there from scratch, from zero, and I don't think the fact that we have won La Liga will benefit us tomorrow. Quite the contrary. We've enjoyed winning La Liga, that title, after a very good season in playing La Liga. So, of course, you feel even more delighted, even more satisfied because you've achieved your goal. So, in that regard, of course, the team feels very good because of the work, the dedication, the sacrifice, what we've invested over the whole season to win that La Liga trophy. But tomorrow it's going to be a tough game. We know our opponent very well, and both of us have a 50-50 chance, in my view, of winning tomorrow or losing that match. Hello, Sergio, Marcelo. Hi. Ebu Pidal, Onda Cero. My question. The 2 weeks that you've spent without competing, is that a disadvantage when playing tomorrow Juve, or is it an advantage? And the three midfielders in Juve, does that change matters for you in Real Madrid? Well, I think the rest has been quite good. We've been working very well over the last 2 weeks. We've enjoyed La Liga, the Spanish league. We managed with a lot of effort to win La Liga. We've enjoyed ourselves now. We've relaxed a bit, but now we know that we have to fight for that trophy. We want to be here at the final. We've been working very, very well indeed in our training sessions. And as to Juventus, I don't think we'll have a problem. Our coach is here, and we know what we have to do tomorrow. And we'll have to see what happens. So, Martin Eisten, for Sergio or Marcelo. Imagine that Zidane is not sitting right next to you. Tell us about Zidane. What has he brought to the team? What Real Madrid has done is really, really good. Zidane came in being the assistant of Carlos. He managed to get the Champions Trophy with you. You're again at the final match here. You've won La Liga trophy. What is Zidane giving you as a person? Can you both tell us what you see in Zidane?
Well, I've known the coach for many years. And I'm not going to tell you anything new. You've got the numbers, the statistics, the results that speak on their own. We are very proud from the very first day that he came to our team. We know that many coaches have come to our team, and it's a complicated team to have success in. And we hope that he'll be with us as long as possible, because we are having a very good period as far as winning titles are concerned, and for us it's a key component of our bench, of our team. Well, the truth is that he arrived very quietly, making no noise whatsoever, at a time where Madrid needed to win practically everything. And as Sergio said, well, there are the figures and the numbers, and personally, he already knows what we think of him. We could be talking about him and how fabulous he is all day long. He already knows that. He knows all that. Yes, Álvaro Rodríguez, Televisión Española, for Sergio and Marcelo. Before, in the Juve press conference, Alves and Buffon, even the coach, mentioned that Madrid is favourites. They want you to think that you're the favourites, amongst other things, because of all the titles that you've won. What makes Madrid different in finals? Why do you win so many finals? What is different in Madrid for them to win all those finals? Well, I don't know if there's anything different, but it's true that along history, it's the team that has played the most in this competition. I don't know if that is a concern for other rivals that we might have, but we don't live on the past, nor on the history of our club, rather the contrary. we will continue to do everything that's necessary on the pitch. And well, in a football match, anything can happen. You can go back home feeling very proud that you've done everything that was possible. I think that's what we need to do. It's what's required by our team, by this club, by our fans. You need to be satisfied, especially with the attitude that you've shown on the field. But afterwards, well, a final, we live it with a spirit and with different emotions. I don't know how others live it, but for us, it's an opportunity that this wonderful sport is offering you to be able to take another cup home. And well, then history speaks of its own.
Sergio, soy Tales de la Agencia AP.
Yes. Could you please tell us about those goals in the very last minutes, in the 93rd minute? Is that an extra motivation or is it an extra pressure for you? How do you see all that? Well, more than a motivation, it was a reality in these past few years, but I've just said it before. I don't live from the past. But it is true that Madrid and our spirit forces us to fight until the very end. And I think that we always need to be very aware of that. And when it looks as though there's no hope left, well, you know, that's where we continue fighting. And until the referee hasn't blown the final whistle, we'll still be giving everything that we can to win the match. Sometimes we achieve it, other times no. We hope that tomorrow we won't suffer as much as we did in Lisbon, for example. And both personally and from a collective point of view, we really do all hope that we will win this Champions League again. From Costa Rica, Kaylor has said that you as captains have given him an enormous amount of support. How is Kaylor now? How significant can it be, also with the experience of having won the Champions League before? Well, Kaylor, we all know that when he arrived in Madrid, it was very difficult for him because Iker was there, but he's done his work. He hasn't stepped on anybody's feet. He's just gone straight to do his job. And well, he's the big goaltender he is, and in each training session, each game, with the help of Rube and Kiko, he's an excellent goaltender. He has our full support. He has the support of the whole team, the technical staff as well, and that's it. I hope that he will help us a lot tomorrow as well, and that he continues helping us in the future. Well, I think everything's been said. I think that he's been growing as time has passed in Real Madrid, and those very complicated moments that he's had to go through, I think they've helped him to grow, to learn. I think that's something that's required by Real Madrid, and that's it, to be the goaltender on this team. Well, I think right now he's going through one of the best periods during this whole season, and let's hope that tomorrow he doesn't have too much work. That would be a good sign that the team is doing the job right in defense. But it's true that in these past few games, especially in the Liga, he was decisive. And, you know, we hope that tomorrow he'll be just as inspired and that he'll be with us for a very long time in the future as well.
To prepare for the training, and we'll continue with the questions for Mr. Zidane.